Welcome again, Sagittarius. It's August 2015. I'm Dadhichi Toth from astrology.com.au with your monthly horoscope. And really one of the big things this month, which is going to continue over the next 4 to 6 weeks, is the retrograde movement of Venus, which for you is not a particularly friendly planet, so we have to watch that. It's the planet that rules your sixth house, which has to do with your work environment, your debts, your health, your enemies. And when a planet such as this is empowered through this retrograde motion, it can spell some challenges for you. And I'll be saying particularly in that area, which has to do with your work, and also the 11th house, which is your friendships, your social networking, and that type of thing. In fact, for those of you born under the sign of the Centaur, this planet has a dual sort of rulership, indicating friends and enemies, which we do see in some cases can cause some of your enemies or people that you're working with to turn against you and to create some problems in your life for you. That, from the 1st of August, is the main concern that I have, and that specific planet now is edging towards, well, it was edging towards your career sector. It's in the 9th house, and later, after the second week of September, it will start to move towards your career sector. So maybe what's happened is that some of the changes you were planning in your work, the actual work environment, have been called off, or you're having a rethink about that. It's a revisionary period, and it's one that may actually involve looking closely at the people you work with, your involvement with them, and seeing what the best course of action is going to be. We see that planet up there in this 9th house with Jupiter, with Mercury, and with the Sun. And we also see that the full moon takes place right at the beginning of the month in your 3rd house. This 3rd house and 9th house has to do with journeys. It has to do with education, even higher education, tertiary studies. Has to do with spirituality and mentorship, the sort of people you look to give you assistance in your life, to make you better, to improve your ball game, so to speak. So all these areas of your life seem to be quite strongly focused. That full moon indicates your communication style being in the 3rd house, the way you're going to communicate, the way you're going to negotiate, the contracts and agreements that you come to are very much pronounced at the outset of the month. Now, there are a couple of other transits, and I'm taking a look at my list here to see exactly how that's going to pan out. And we see, for example, on the 3rd, Saturn, which has been backing off from moving towards and into your sun sign, finally does make its forward movement on the 3rd. Still a little way to go, but in the next couple of months you'll start to see the impact of Saturn on your personal life and on you as a person, who you are, how you present yourself to the world. This is a very conservative planet, and it might just indicate that you are going to take life a lot more seriously from this point on. The other important transits we see there, the movement of Mercury out of this 9th house, that is the focus, into the 10th house of career. And then again, on the 9th, Mars moves out of this troublesome 8th house, which has been bothering you with your shared finances, your level of intimacy, sexual needs. That's moving into the 9th house. So it's sort of like one planet moves out, another moves in, and therefore you're not really going to escape this whole 9th house sort of energy. The other thing about the 9th house is that it has a lot to do with ethics and morals, and as I said earlier, that spiritual component. So this could be not just a revision in terms of the people you're dealing with, the environments you work in, but in the way you deal with life itself, the sort of standards that you're setting for yourself. And usually this house of the zodiac is considered one of the most important in terms of your evolution. It is the house of past karma as well. So with all of these planets moving through this sector, it's quite likely whatever you've done, good or bad in the past, is likely to start coming to fruition now. The other significant transit is your ruling planet moving out of this 9th house, which has been good for you. It's a 1-year transit approximately per sign, and that moves into the 10th house of your career on the 12th of August. This is the first time it's moved in this vicinity for 12 years. So you can get an idea of what's about to come through retrospectively going back and studying what was going on 12 years ago for you. Generally, Western astrologers believe that this is an excellent placement to expand your career, your reputation, your sense of self-worth. And that also, I think, ties in with the way Saturn is moving at this time and over the next few months. So this is a big year coming for you in terms of your profession, your self-identity, and what it is you want to create in the world. Later on, we see the sun moving out of this 9th house as well on the 24th of August. So we see again a shift. That's an excellent time for you to throw your hat in the ring for any new job or any position within the organization that you're currently working. It is a very independent transit. So it shows us that you're moving into a phase which is going to bring you great opportunities, Sagittarius. So one last transit, well, there's another transit too. There's the new moon. We talked about that in your 3rd house. New contracts. That may tie in with the fact that Jupiter and the Sun and Mercury moving into this 10th house of career are all pointing to the fact that work and career are going to expand. Mercury's moving very, very quickly indeed. We see that on the 28th, it moves into the house of profits, that 11th sector. So all good stuff for you. Planets moving in the upper part of the horoscope generally indicate favourable trends. Mars moving out of the 8th, excellent. A bit of a tightening up with Saturn, as I said, but that's going to make you more responsible and give you more responsibility, which, to my way of thinking, is really going to come with some great benefits. Hope that's helped. I'll be here next month. You can check out the more detailed analysis at astrology.com.au. Daily, monthly, yearly readings, lots of free stuff as well. See you here next month. Take care. Bye-bye.